Well, howdy there, Moose fans. Lone Moose here. It's going to be a little bit longer video than the last few have been because it's kind of got 2 weeks worth of work going into this. And it's actually 10 o'clock at night. As you can see, sun's still nice and bright out here. Some of the things I'm going to be talking about in this video to update you is my charging station I built for all my battery chargers. Just show you my IBC totes. They're going to be part of my water system. My Reflectix insulation that's going on the inside. And yeah, I wrote it all down so I don't forget anything. The final stairs, those are done now. There'll be some pictures of the sunset. First part of the vinyl flooring is down. And framing on the interior walls. So, like I said, each one of these segments will be kind of grouped together, but to show you the progress that's been made in the last couple of weeks. And I hope everyone's doing well in this July. So far the mosquitoes aren't eating me alive, but it's only a minute or two and they'll figure out I'm out here. So I just want a short intro to let you know things are still moving at the Sky Cabin. And you know, this is Lone Moose. I want to thank you all for watching. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. If you have any thoughts, comments, or questions, if you leave those below, I'll answer every one of them. And I hope you all enjoy this. And I will see you as the video progresses. Well, it's actually already progressed, but you know what I mean. Anyway, take care, folks. One of the concerns that a person has when you're switching to battery-powered tools versus regular 110 volt or whatever is keeping your batteries charged. So right now, what you're looking at here is a Ryobi 6 battery charger that I'm charging 6 batteries on. On the left back here is a Ryobi 40 volt charger and then a DeWalt single. Now I've got some other chargers over here too, another Ryobi 6, a DeWalt 4, let's see, a Cobalt, a couple more Ryobis, and a Makita. But I have tools in, let's see, Porter Cable, Makita, Cobalt, Ryobi, DeWalt. I think that's all of the different brands. So I'm actually charging these right now off the generator, which the generator's powering that thing. And hang on a second and I'll get around there and show you what I built. Now, and it's also mounted to the pier and turned underneath the container so it's kind of out of the rain because it is not weatherproof. So, right in just a second. Alright, so what you're looking at there, mounted on a scrap piece of 2x12, pressure treated, is my little contraption that I could actually plug in 24 chargers if I had. I don't have that many, number one, but if I did I could, or other devices. There's 12 dual outlet receptacles there, all 15 amp, and it's essentially run with one feeds the next, feeds the next, feeds the next, and so on, all the way through. So it's, I guess you would call that in series. So yeah, and I keep, like I said, I got it turned underneath the container because it's supposed to rain overnight tonight. This is the first time I've actually mounted it out here. I usually just stick it on the table. But right now I'm charging a whole bunch of batteries because I'm going to be needing them pretty quick. Okay, so what I'm going to do for panels 1 and 2. 1, 2 is record the amperage. Alright, let's see what this thing has to say here. Let's see, I might want to take that off. Yeah, give me a little bit better reading. Alright, 8.91 amps, 8.92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 96, 91. So we'll call it 8.9 just for grins here. Number 2, 8.9 amps. Didn't bring any pen, papers or anything, so I got to use some of my scrap lumber for my notations. Eight 8.97, 96, 97, 98. Alright, so I'm going to call panel number 1 9 amps. And so I don't have to mess with my settings on that meter. I have the other meter out. That's the DC volt 60. So let's see what kind of voltage we're getting on 60. Okay, so again, this is open circuit voltage of just about 20, well, it's 24.5, I'd say. And on this one, ditto, 24.5. Okay. Now for a little bit of Ohm's law here, amps times volts equals watts. So 9 amps times 24.5 volts, it's 220. Now the maximum power in voltage is 20.4 closed circuit. So we'll say when I put all these together and put a load of 20.4 times 9 would be 183.6, and 8.9 times 20.4, 181. So on a day like today, let's just say 182 watts is what I'm getting out of it, times 6 panels, 1,092 watts. So I'm generating a little over a kilowatt right now, 1,000 watts. Cool. Now I'm going to check the rest of them. I'm not going to make you watch me do all that, but you know, play with it here when I get them all done. Okay, so you can kind of see where the sun position is still fairly high in the sky. It's about 6 o'clock, I think. 5:30, 6 o'clock. I don't have my phone's over there. Alright, I checked all 6 panels, and based on the amps times volts equals watts formula and the 20.4 circuit volt max when they're all hooked together and have a load cooked to the panel, the wattage ranged from 181.6 up to 184. So my guess is about 182 right now per panel was about right. So hey, I'm pleased with it. Now of course I got to get the inside finished so I can get, you know, my mechanical room done first and get my equipment mounted. Then I can put all this together and see where I'm really at. Woohoo! Alright, time to stop playing and get busy hanging more of my installation. Fun and games. See you in a little bit. Well, howdy there, Moose fans. Lone Moose here. Okay, I'm finally actually going to start working on the inside of the container today. So I thought I'd get the camera and stuff set up and show you what I'm going to do, and then a little bit of me doing it, and go play with it from there. I've got my Reflectix double foil sided bubble wrap that I'm going to be attaching to the outside walls, and I'm going to be attaching that with some liquid nails. It comes in 25-foot rolls. So I'm going to run it 25 feet and run a second row 25 feet and then see where we're at. So let me show you the game plan. Okay, now there's the Reflectix rolls, and I'm actually going to start it inside that 2x6 and then swing it around here, and you can see on each one of these points where it sticks out on the inside, I've marked a black line. That's 4 foot. So I'm going to put a few dabs of liquid nails down each one of these all the way down, unroll this, press it in. That's the easy one. Then the second roll goes up above it, and it'll go just past the end of the flooring down there. I'm still going to move that stuff out of my way. And that'll give me 25 feet. I still have 16 feet of the floor to do. I'm making progress getting all the stuff out of there to be able to do that. So let me set the camera up and let it run while I do a little bit of this. And then we'll talk about it after I get at least the first one up, maybe the second. Okay, the main tool for today is this Ryobi automatic caulking gun. Runs off the 18-volt system. I buy it myself. I get no sponsorship from Ryobi or anything like that. But I think this will do exactly what I want it to do. Okay, that's the first segments of it here. Sticking it to that 2x6, a bit of a challenge, I guess. I can always come back and pop a nail or a screw in it if I have to. And it would probably be easier if I had a roller to put a little extra pressure in it. So, let me readjust the camera here and keep working down that way. And we're at a goop. So, sorry about that. This is just the regular heavy-duty liquid nails. Nothing super fancy here. I wonder if it feeds in from this way. Hey, how about that? Learn something new every day, except that I gotta poke the hole in it first after I cut the notch in it. Now I'm going to work it in about 5 bays at a time and see how that continues to work for me. Okay, second time again. Duh. Put this down in there. Punch the hole. Use the plastic to wipe off the excess there. And here. Load it. Screw it on. That out of the way. Turn up the angle of it using it. Alright, next 5 feet going down. Boom. That's 5 feet done. Then we just keep on going until we get to the end of the roll. And I'll show you that when I get there. Well, howdy there, Moose fans. We're on day 2 of the insulation project. Plus I got my other multimeter here I got to put the battery in. But what I can report to you is I came and I checked the insulation, the glue and everything, and man, it works like a charm. Absolute charm. But you know, if you want, I don't know how well it showed up yesterday. I was having to manually push these in. So I went by Home Depot and I got me a roller today. It's basically a single real heavy steel roller, round steel drum, probably 2 inches wide. This used, you know, when you lay down linoleum floor, vinyl sheet flooring and stuff like that to secure it. So I'm going to try that when I do the next section and see how that helps me, you know, because of the height and everything here. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to, at this point in time, get my batteries in this thing, and I'm going to go out and I'm going to see you know, what the amperage is on each of the solar panels. And so I'll set the camera up there as I'm recording this and read them off. That way, you know, when I forget them, at least that way I'll have them to calculate what the actual watts is, because watts, W-A-T-T-S, not W-H-A-T-S. Because the way you calculate watts is amps times volts equals watts. Now the other day I showed you in the other video that the amperage, the open circuit amperage for each one of these was 20.4 or 20.3 volts. And I think the maximum open circuit amperage on these is about 10 amps a piece. So that's roughly 200 watts per panel if it's putting out at 100% rate, and these panels are 200 watt panels. So be curious to see, because today's kind of a partly cloudy day and I just want to see where we're at. And then I'll come back and hang some more insulation and fiddle around and see what else I can do. I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so for a quick update on what's going on here at the Sky Cabin. Alright, this is my Reflectix bubble foil insulation, double-sided, that I've been putting up. On this, which is the west wall, I'm all the way floor to ceiling to 24-ish feet. I got one more section down there, but I can't get to do that part till I get the shower and that other stuff out of the way. And then on this side, over here, I'm again out to roughly 24 feet, 8 to 8 feet. So I still got that little 6.5 inch band to do across the top there. That area when I install the door and frame it in is going to get bad insulation. I don't know if I'm going to do the bubble foil with it or not. I haven't decided that yet. So it's moving along. The first 10 to 12 feet, which is these 3 panels right here, is going to be the mechanical room. Hopefully it's only 10. I'll start laying that out. And I do have the vinyl sheet flooring that's going to go down in here. And when I come over here and flip around, then the next 3 sections is going to be the bathroom, 12 to 20 or 10 to 12 feet again. Until I get the actual fixtures in here and lay them out, I won't know for sure. But if I get to 40 feet, well, that gives me another 20 feet back there to set up my temporary kitchen and sleeping quarters for now. Even if I go to 22 feet, I can still do okay with that. So things are moving, slow but sure, but they're moving. You know, I've got, I think, 3 weeks left till move-in time. So I'm hitting it away at it every day. Well, 2 days ago, I got that piece up. I tried to put the second piece up, and I ended up wearing more of the liquid nails than got on to the metal. So I tried putting the liquid nails directly onto the Reflectix and put up there, and that was just a circus. Stuff's just too flimsy. It's too wide of a span for what I've got here with the ladder. So I went and I got me some super heavy duty double-sided tape, and I'm about to find out if that holds it up or not. So hang on, in a couple of minutes you'll know the answer when I know the answer. Holy crap, Batman. That took about 2 minutes to put up, and that included rolling it down. Yeah, this is the way to go. So now I got to tape up those seams and then start working on this side. When I get this side done, and that little bit up there, then guess what? I can start framing this baby doll. Well, actually, I want to get my flooring down first. So hopefully I get that done today. Woohoo! So far, good 4th of July. Hope y'all are having a good one as well. Well, if you ever wondered what the inside of a sardine can looks like, this is it. I finally got the Reflectix up for the first 12 feet, which will be for the mechanical room area here. So that the water tank will go here in this corner, and then my water pump, which, by the way, there's my water pump with a little pressure tank. We'll go there between it, and then the filter system will go here. And the hot water heater on demand will go kind of right there at the edge of the wall. And then on this side, which is the highway side, is where I'm going to have my solar come in. Hopefully I'm going to have that done by the end of the weekend and operate in. Now I did leave the vents open up here and over here. And I know you can't see it from here, but way back in the back is more because you do have to vent a container to help with the sweating condensation. But with this Reflectix on the inside, earlier today it was, you know, high 60s here in full sunshine. Before now you can see the wind and stuff's kicking in, and the sky's gone from sunny and turned to gray, and can't even see the mountains from here right now. But you know, that's a normal wind here every day like this, and it gets worse. It was way worse earlier. It was probably 30 to 40 mile an hour gusts earlier. But anyway, I am not going to put a ceiling in this part right here for the mechanical room so that these vents are open. The ceiling will start once I get to the bathroom section, which is there where you see the tools and the ladder and the pump and my refrigerator and stuff. You know, you've got to work around things. Do a little bit here, move some stuff, do a little bit more. But it's coming together. So hope y'all are enjoying this. And hopefully tomorrow, or if tomorrow evening after work, I should get my vinyl floor down here. If not, it'll be Saturday morning. So I'll talk at y'all later. Now, I got to take my temporary stairs apart out here tonight because my guys are going to come out tomorrow and weld those flanges on so I can make this permanent. Because if you remember, I have this thing temporaried where the header there is sitting on this old white table that was left here, and it's actually attached to it with lag screws. So I'm about to disconnect those lag screws. I'm going to put a couple of legs on here just so I can slide it forward to hold it. And then they'll come in tomorrow and do their thing. So, hey, I'll keep you posted. We're moving along a little bit every day. Okay, so where am I at with things? My buddy Mike came out today and he welded in those brackets, and I've got the header now firmly bolted to it, which is part of the piers now, so it ain't going nowhere. Had to take the stairs apart, and I got the middle stringer back in place, and as you can see there's a gap probably about 4 or 5 inches, so I may have to go ahead and cut some new stringers because this ground's very, very unlevel. And that's okay if I do that. It is not going to hurt my feelings one little bit. But everything in the container is a mess right now. I can't work in there till I get this done so I can get in and out of it easier. So that'll be first thing project for tomorrow when I get out here. And tomorrow's Saturday, so hopefully I'll get a lot done on Saturday. We'll see. And anyway, I'll catch y'all later. Okay, the permanent stairs are done. Alright, there is now 6 stairs instead of the previous 5. And it is now permanently attached to the piers holding the container up. Mike came by, welded the brackets on yesterday, and I started on it, but had to get some more lumber today because I had to recut the stringers for 6 steps instead of 5. But it's good and solid. And so, Jim, you don't have to worry. There's no more little rough areas where it didn't touch the ground. I fixed all that. And the dogs were the first ones up in the container. They love to get back up in there. Now that roll right there is that's the vinyl flooring that's going to go in the bathroom and in the mechanical room here. So now I got to unwrap this because the guy really did a heck of a job wrapping it up, and roll it out so it starts to relax, and I can glue it down tomorrow. What you doing, Clue Bear? Are you and the little boys trying to play? Are you and them little boys trying to play because you're so bored with Daddy here in the container? Trying to do some work? Oh, poor Ganja, I know he's bored. Everybody's bored. Well, I got to roll out the vinyl flooring and then we can get ready and call it a day. Okay, this is the vinyl flooring that's going down in the bathroom and in the utility room. I think Mr. Chong gives it his seal of approval. Cheech hadn't decided yet whether he wants to come in and check it out. But it's a thicker than normal vinyl. It's got a little extra padding on it, so that'll help with the insulation as well as the feel when walking on it barefoot or whatever. This hopefully will get glued down tomorrow or the next day. The first 8-foot by 12-foot sheet of the vinyl flooring is now glued down and the framing is getting started. The mechanical room, which will be on this end, is going to be 10 feet and probably about 7 foot by the time everything's done, width's 10 feet deep. So that'll be the mechanical room. Like I said, that side over there gets all of the water, and this side over here gets the power and everything. So it's coming together. It's starting to look like something, at least in my mind. But then again, I got a cracked, warped mind anyway. Okay, today is Saturday, July 6th. It's been a rainy, sucky day. I didn't get down here till late, but I did get the framing started for the mechanical room on both sides. Like I said before, I'm going to sheet this with plywood so that everything I hang on it will be nice and solid. And then I'm also going to run some studs across the top to force it back against the wall. You can see how it's just kind of leaning like this because it's got nothing to keep it upright on that end. So that'll be coming tomorrow or the next day. Things are looking up. Tomorrow my buddy Jim is supposed to come out here and help me assemble the Shed in a Box XT. It's a 10 by 10 by 9 foot 6 shelter logic that I'm going to put right over there so that I can get all that stuff that's inside the container out. And of course, now that I'm about done and it's after 8 o'clock at night, the sun comes out. Now, how ridiculous does that sound? Anyway, I'll see y'all later.